It's late for Tommy, and he needs to get ready for bed before his parents come and get him in trouble. Tommy always liked to play with his action figure toys. He hears his parents coming up the stairs, and Tommy pretends to be asleep after they check on him. Tommy gets up, and he was about to play with his toy when he hears a strange noise coming from his closet. Tommy gets scared and lies back down, hoping that nothing was in there. After a few minutes pass, Tommy gets up and starts playing with his toys, not knowing that his life will change forever. Then, with no hesitation, a human figure starts coming out from the closet, and Tommy just stares at it. It looks like a little girl, so Tommy didn't get scared at all. He was just surprised what she was doing in his closet. Then the strange little girl starts to walk towards Tommy very slowly. The girl looks innocent because you couldn't see much because of the dim lights. Tommy was happy because he had someone to play with. He was the only child. After a few steps, the strange girl stops, and Tommy noticed she had unusual things on her back, but Tommy couldn't make out what it was. The little girl put her finger over her lips and said, "Zish," to Tommy, telling him to not make a sound. Then she started walking again with the same pace, and as she got closer to the light, Tommy noticed the bizarre things on her back were wings. Tommy couldn't believe it. He thought for a second that he probably was dreaming. The girl started laughing in a creepy voice and said to Tommy, "Are you ready to play Tommy?" Not knowing better, Tommy with happiness said, "Yes." With no hesitation, Tommy jumps out from his bed and walked towards the little girl. Tommy's smile suddenly changed as he got closer to the little girl. When they were face to face, Tommy noticed that her face is not from this world. All the body hairs of Tommy stood up, and that's when he realized it was a fairy. But this was not no ordinary fairy. When the little bit of light shine of the fairy face, Tommy noticed that she had scratches all over her face and her eyes were pith black. Tommy was terrified and in complete shock. He wanted to run, scream, ask for help, but his body was not responding to his thought. He was completely paralyzed. The fairy smirked, and with creepy tone, she laughed and asked, "Tommy, what's the matter, Tommy? You don't want to play anymore?" Tommy was helpless, and then the fairy, with incredible strength, put her hand in Tommy's mouth and took the rest of his teeth. The teeth were scattered all over his bed, and Tommy and the fairy were long gone. In the middle of the night, Tommy's mom wakes up to exchange Tommy's tooth with $1. Little does she know she was about to get the surprise of her life. When she opens Tommy's door, she instantly noticed that Tommy's was not in his bed. Desperately, she calls out for her husband, and he ran to her and asked what happened. She hugged and said, "Tommy's not here." Then they both noticed all the scattered teeth in Tommy's bed. They were in shock of whose teeth were they. Suddenly, everything got quiet, and they heard a creepy laugh. The fairy is watching and patiently waiting for her next victim.